All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to school. I know that we're not physically together, but how exciting that we are starting the school year together, and I really can't wait to the 17th when I get to see you in person. But welcome to Yearbook. Looking forward to a great year with you, so welcome. And the purpose of today's video is to introduce you to our class, expectations, procedures, responsibilities, things like that. So as we go through, explain some things to you. You will have an assignment today. It's a Google form, but you'll be using the PowerPoint to answer the questions, so you'll be just fine. All right, so let's go ahead and move on with our plan. So ladies and gentlemen, when I see you on the 17th, we get all situated here in class. Something that I take very seriously is prayer. I hold God first and foremost in my life, and I always give glory to Him. Now, most of the time, it will be a student who's leading us in prayer, which is always awesome. I will lead us in prayer now and then too. But I always like to start with intentions. So let me grab my ball. I'll tell you more about our ball here in a little bit. But intentions for today, I would like to offer for all of you, for your health and happiness and safety, all of my wonderful students, for your families, for your pets, I'm a huge animal lover, for all your friends, for our entire Yuma Catholic community, for all of our first responders, law enforcement, medical personnel who are out there keeping the peace, trying to help others, and for an end to this virus as soon as possible so we can all get back to normal. So I offer these intentions up to our Heavenly Father, asking for His guidance and for Him to hold all of our intentions close to Him and intercede on our behalves. And we know that through all things are possible through Him and only through Him. And we're grateful for the love He gives us, and we ask that please help us to help one another as well. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. My God, I give you this class. Please give me the grace to conduct myself during it in a manner most pleasing to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Spirit. Love to pray, ladies and gentlemen. So after prayer is when we move right into our learning goal. And actually before prayer, I have something called a question of the day, but I'm going to hold off on that until I see you on the 17th. So after prayer, we move on into our learning goal, basically the big umbrella of what we're learning for the unit. So for this case, for our yearbook class, very short unit we're going to have. It is, you're going to examine your role in our yearbook classroom. So take a look at policies, procedures, and expectations. So let's go ahead and see what we're doing today. So ladies and gentlemen, our objective for the day by the end of class, our awesome class time together, you will answer questions about our yearbook class, list at least 3 classroom responsibilities that you have this semester in our class, and evaluate the importance of 10 things that require 0 talent. So that's our goal for our class today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's something that in our class, actually my classes, that we do that I'm not aware of anyone else that does it on campus. I've done this ever since I've been a teacher, and I love it. It's called the motivational quote of the day. And ladies and gentlemen, we don't just read it. Sometimes we yell it, but it all depends on the individual. It is a student that reads the quote. I do it now and then, but it's really cool when it comes from a student. You can read it however you want, but you have to read it 3 times. So I'm going to give you an example of how I do it. All right, I'm going to use my megaphone for this. Hello. I use my megaphone a lot, just so you know. So anyways, let me go and show you how we do it. We say it 3 times, and in between I yell again. So here we go. Don't just hope for a great year, make it a great year. Again! Don't just hope for a great year, make it a great year. Again! Don't just hope for a great year, make it a great year. And I'm going to ask you, is that true? Yes, absolutely. We're not just going to hope for it, we're going to make it a great year, ladies and gentlemen. Yearbook is going to be amazing. Last year I had a handful of staffers, and they did an amazing job. They worked so well, met every deadline for a small group. So I'll talk more about that. So our motivational quote, start off our day. Then afterwards, we start moving on into what we're doing. But before that, I have a couple of important things to talk to you about. So first off, our masks. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the only one in my classroom, so I'm not wearing a mask. But when I see you on the 17th, I will have a mask. You will have a mask. Masks do not come off during class. I would recommend you have a backup mask just in case something happens to your regular mask, like a side breaks or something like that, but you have to have a mask. Masks will not come off in this class. I will have it, you will have it for your safety, for all of our safety, right? Also, something else we're gonna do. As soon as you come into our classroom, this is what you're going to do. I have a picture for you. You come into class, here's our door. I'll be outside my megaphone welcoming you. I usually shake your hand or something like that, but because of COVID, I won't be able to. So I'll just be screaming how much your awesomeness is. Okay. All right, so you come in right here. It's right back there right now. A big old container of sanitizer. You will come in, sanitize, and then come sit down. And on the 17th, I'll show you where you're sitting, and that's where you're gonna be sitting for a while because of COVID restrictions, okay? So come in and then sanitize, come sit down. If you come in, your hands are full, come in, put your stuff down, and then quickly sanitize. I'm gonna be sanitizing all the time, you need to be sanitizing all the time, and I'll be sanitizing our classroom all the time. Health and safety is first and foremost, okay? So know that's what we're gonna do, and we'll get used to that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you will have an assignment today, a Google form. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. So one of the questions is, why did you join your yearbook? Why did you want to join this class? I'm really excited. We have 25. Compared to last year, we had like 6. So it's going to be great, but they did a great job last year. And I expect us to really knock it out of the park this year. So why did you join Yearbook? There's also a question on there about your experience. Do you have experience with Yearbook? What is it? And if not, do you have experience with something similar? If you have no experience whatsoever, no problem. None of us last year really had experience. Some had a little bit, but compared to what we did, and then with the lockdown, they did a wonderful job. So no worries, if you have experience, great. If not, that's okay, because we will be looking to elect leadership as soon as possible for editor-in-chief and things like that to help run Yearbook. So we'll talk more about that when I see you, but just be thinking about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about me. I was in the Marine Corps, so I served in the Marine Corps, and I went to law enforcement, retired from law enforcement. And then I have a bachelor's degree and master's degree from Grand Canyon University, and I'm also working on my doctorate. I have 3 kids. My son Jake played college football. He has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from NAU. He is a police officer here in Yuma. He and his wife, who's a teacher at Gila Ridge, have a 3-year-old, my granddaughter, 3-year-old Nora, and NFL. During college, my son was scouted by 10 NFL teams, and then he graduated and went to the police academy. Halfway through the police academy, the NFL called him, asking him to come to training camp. He had to say no, because he was already committed to law enforcement. How cool is that, though, that he got called? And I told my son, you know what's cool, Jake, is the fact that you knew that, they let you know that you were good enough to go try out for the NFL. That's pretty awesome, so pretty neat. And then, so maybe we'll have him come one day and talk about it. We have my stepdaughter, JD, is a math teacher at Cibola. She graduated from ASU, and she's a COVA King. My daughter, Danielle Miller, I'm sure some of you know her. She's a junior here at YC. We have 4 dogs, 3 Chihuahuas. Love Chihuahuas. And we adopted the red heeler pup in March. Her name is Lulu. Boy, is she a handful. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to be your teacher of the year. So thank you so much for putting your faith and support in me. I promise not to let you down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go move on and talk about success. Success in the classroom. These are 10 things right here that are awesome. I love this picture right here. 10 things that are free, that require 0 talent, that can help you be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't just care about you in this class, I care about you in all your classes, because that's what's going to help you be successful. So let's take a look at this list. Being on time, work ethic, effort, body language, energy, attitude, passion, being coachable, doing extra, being prepared. What I want you to do first is what's body language. Ladies and gentlemen, you can tell somebody's attitude by their body language, right? So when you come in, I want you seated, ready to go, up, ready. What if you're tired that day? I get it. But you gotta manipulate your body to be present, to be engaged. Because trust me, in this class, we're gonna be doing a lot of creativity, a lot of activity. Now we'll be getting outside, we'll be getting out taking pictures, doing all sorts of things. So trust me, this will be a class that you'll be engaged and good to go. But what I want you to do in this Google form, that's part of your assignment today, I want you to list these in order. Number 1 is the most important to number 10. So for this class, for Yearbook, what's the first thing you need to bring that's going to help you be successful? Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can argue all these are important, but I'm talking about you. What's number 1 in this class down to number 10 for you? You'll put that on your Google form, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, do not make me look at you like this. I love Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury, the Avengers, but do not make me give you these crazy acts. Now we're getting into your responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, student handbook. I know it inside out, you better know it inside and out. You'll be strictly enforced the rules and regulations. Do not try to come in our class without a pass. If you're tardy, own it. Responsibility, get a pass, come to class, because I will not let you in class without a pass. Non-negotiable, okay? Own it, responsible. Get here, remember too many tardies, you're gonna have Saturday school. Dress code, I will dress code you. Don't. You sign an agreement, coming to YC, or you should be signing an agreement that says, I agree to everything in the student handbook. All the rules and regulations for this school are in there, you agree to it, I'm gonna hold you to it. I will dress code you, don't make me go there. Sign out and in for restroom nurse, I will have a sign out sheet. We go next door to Mrs. Potter's class for the restroom. Now please understand guys, with COVID, we gotta be very cautious and careful about that. So it's gonna be very restricted bathroom use, right? And going to the nurse, same thing, you've gotta be cautious. Now let's talk about that 10-minute time frame. 10 minutes is important. Now let's talk about an emergency. Okay, you come in, you're looking like this. Oh, Miss Miller, I ate something I shouldn't have. It's coming back to haunt me, right? You're sweating, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a realist. I understand sometimes things happen. You let me know you're having a problem, we will deal with it, okay? All right. Next thing, when you come in here, be prepared. I will always be prepared for you, always. You will come to know that about me. You come in, bam, we're ready to go. That bell rings, door closes, we're rolling. We don't have time to shenanigan. I'm gonna teach you that word right now, okay? Shenanigans, that is our word. I started that word here, started that word a long time ago. That's my word as a teacher, shenanigans. What is shenanigans? Let me tell you. A devious trick used especially for underhanded purposes, trickier, questionable practices or conduct, high-spirited or mischievous activity. Let me give you an example of shenanigans. Hey, we're getting work on our yearbook pages. Where's your computer? I left it at home. Shenanigans, all right? So feel free to use the word shenanigans. We'll be using it a lot in class. It'll become second nature, all right? Next. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've been doing a lot of creativity here, okay? But we're gonna have 25 of us, which is awesome. Your voice matters. Make sure you raise your hands. We're going to answer your question. You want to have a comment or need a discussion. Let us give you our full attention. Now, something else that works with that is right here. This is my beach ball. I've used this ever since I've been a teacher. Not this exact ball. Many have died in the past. But this is called Estados Unidos. And English is United States. And this ball, if you have the ball, you're the only one talking. We toss the ball around to each other, not like dodgeball, okay? You're like, ah, right? But whoever has the ball is the only one talking, giving a comment, question, answer, what have you. You can call on each other. The only issue is right now, I don't know if we can use it this semester due to COVID. So I'm waiting to hear back because I've been willing to clean it in between students, whatever, but we'll have to see, okay? But at least you know what it is because I will still have it out, all right? So just so you know. Also, no lining up at the door ever. I will make sure you're packed up and ready to go for your next class so you're not late because I know we're kind of far out here. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to restrict our movement because of COVID. So no lining up at the door, no shenanigans like that. And trust me, you're not going to have that kind of time. I will monitor the time. We'll be working all the way up until the time it's time to pack up. All right, so just keep that in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, cell phones. This class is unique. We only have 2 cameras, so ladies and gentlemen, cell phones take great pictures, let me tell you. So there will be times that I will let you use your cell phone to go take pictures, you have to look up information. But do not shenanigan with your cell phone. I will give permission, you have to ask me, Miss Miller, can I please use my phone to take pictures? Can I please use my phone to look up stuff? That's fine, but you have your computer. But you might have your computer open on the yearbook page and not want to disturb that and look up other information, I get it. But you need to ask permission. If I see you shenanigan with your phone, I will take it, go into cell phone jail. The only way it gets bailed out is by a parent or guardian. All right, all you gotta do is ask and let me know what purpose you're using it for. Because if Mr. Stallworth or Miss Gerber or Mr. Wilson comes in and sees you with your cell phone out, they're gonna be like, why does she have her cell phone out, or he have his cell phone out? I'll be able to tell them it's for yearbook purposes, all right? So help me help you not get in trouble, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, only thing allowed in class, in any of the classes, is water, closed container. No food or gum. Now understand something. I do the same thing you do. You could only have water, guess what? I only have water. I might have some iced tea, all right? But you won't see me eating or chewing gum if you can't. Same with cell phones. If you can't have your cell phone on, I won't have it out. So just understand, what you can't do, I don't do, all right? Next, ladies and gentlemen, late work, absent work policy. We'll do projects in here. I stick to that policy, so make sure that you are squared away because I don't want you to lose points. Also, deadlines. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't set the deadlines. The yearbook people set the deadlines. Last year, we missed no deadlines. My little staff missed no deadlines to the point that California, that's where the manufacturer helpers were, they came down here to Yuma to congratulate us because of the great job we did. And when the lockdown happened, the printing press got locked down, but because Yuma Catholic High School had their act together and did not miss any deadlines, when they reopened, guess who was the first school in the nation that got their yearbook printed? Us. We will not miss a deadline, ladies and gentlemen. We miss a deadline, that's extra cost, extra delay. That won't happen. A small crew of 6 got that entire yearbook done on time. A crew of 25 can definitely make that happen. We will be organized and we will be focused. We will have fun, trust me, but we want to make a masterpiece, right? Creativity. This is the only class I want you to feel first and think second. Feeling is creative, all right? We'll get to that. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, if you missed class for any reason, check Google Classroom, but check with somebody in the class that you know and trust. What do we do? Because we might be doing something in class that day. So think about that. But I always let you know everything will be on Google Classroom that you need to know about, right? Because we're gonna have a project soon, a theme project to develop our theme, so that's gonna be coming up real quick. So make sure on top of everything, always be checking Google Classroom. Next, ladies and gentlemen, I don't plan on being out. I'm hardly ever out. But if YC needs me to go to a training, you're gonna have a substitute. I will always let you know ahead of time so you know what to expect, why I'm not here. So help the substitute. If you really like them for the future, let me know because I want to make sure they're respectful to you. Like I said, I don't plan on being out unless I absolutely have to. Now, if one day you come in and I'm not here, that means an emergency happened that I was beyond my control. But I will make sure still that you are taken care of, okay? Also, ladies and gentlemen, some of you may have had this happen last year if you came into our classes, but we don't just welcome people in a nice, hey, how you doing way. If a visitor comes to our classroom, we treat them like they're a rock star, like they're a celebrity, like they're our best friend. We clap for them like this. So somebody just came in, hey, woo! All right? We welcome people, we're happy to see people, and let me tell you something, it means a lot. Now, I've had some people terrified at first, but they got better, but I want to share a story with you. A young lady came in, we clapped for her like she was, just the best celebrity ever. And you could tell she was like, oh my gosh. And then when she started turning around to leave, I saw she looked a little emotional. And I was like, oh my gosh, did we scare her? So I asked her, I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, thank you. I guess she was having a really bad day for whatever reason. And the fact that our class did that for her changed her day. So you never know how you're affecting people. You never know what somebody might be going through. And for something for our class to make somebody feel that good, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's all about. All right, humanity. So we will always welcome people with a beautiful round of applause, like they are a celebrity that we just love, all right? Or our best friend or whoever means a lot to you, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, wrapping up today. We will always go over our objective, and our objective today was, by the end of our awesome class time together, students will answer questions about our yearbook class, list at least 3 classroom responsibilities that they have this semester, and evaluate the importance of 10 things that require 0 talent. You have a Google form I attached in Google Classroom. Use the PowerPoint. All the answers are on the PowerPoint. They're all in order. Fill out the Google form. It's due by 3 o'clock today. Ladies and gentlemen, get that in. That also counts as your attendance, showing me that you watched the video, you did what you're supposed to do. Also, your syllabus. Review your syllabus. Hold on to your, I'm so excited to be talking to you. Hold on to your syllabus until tomorrow, Friday. You'll have a quiz over the syllabus. Make sure you've seen it, parents and guardians have seen it. You also have materials to get before the 17th. Not much, but something that you need. So be ready. Get that done, review the syllabus. You'll be using it tomorrow, all right? Last but not least, keep calm y hasta mañana. God bless you. I cannot wait to have you in class. I cannot wait to get started on what we need to do. This yearbook, can't wait to see what we're gonna do with it. All right, guys, take care. God bless you. Have a great day.